Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back. Today we are going to work some more on the WooCommerce webshop that we made in the last video. In today's video we are going to focus on the singular product page of the WooCommerce JetWooBuilder. In the last video we worked on the entire shop, so the shopping page, that's what we've been doing. If you didn't see the video, make sure to check it out, it's in this playlist. And in today's video we are going to work on the specific product page. So right now it looks kind of buggy, as you can see. It's not really fitting in my screen because I made a custom header. Not everything is in place and it doesn't really look as nice as we want it to be. So today we're going to see how to fix this. There are a couple of requirements that you need, and these are plugins. So you need Elementor and preferably Elementor Pro. So let's go to my install plugins and see what we have. Elementor Pro. We also have the JetWooBuilder for Elementor, which is a Crocoblocks plugin. It is very essential in this tutorial. If you want to follow along, make sure to install this plugin. It does cost money, but it's like 10 or 20 bucks, I believe, from Crocoblocks. So make sure to install this before you get started. So once you do have this installed and are ready to go, we are going to work on the singular product page. So let's not talk too much about this and get straight into the technical parts of the video. So the very first thing what you need to do is you need to go ahead and go to Crocoblocks and then click on Woo Page Builder. What you need to do is, you can see we already have the shop that we made last time. It's right here. What you can do is create a new template, and you can select a drop down here. As you can see, we have single, archive, category, blah, blah, blah. What you want to do is select the single. Single stands for single product. So that's what we're going to use. And we're going to type in a single product. We're just going to name it single product. And as you can see, we already have a list of things that we can use, that we can implement, and I am gonna go with the very first one as I quite like this design. So we're gonna click on create template. So we're gonna wait for this. It's gonna load up Elementor. Let's wait a couple of seconds before this is loaded in, and here we go. We can see that we have the specific product. Now it already looks a little bit different as we have from the current one. It only fixed our styling and everything for us. What I am going to do is I'm going to go to the shop page. I'm going to edit this as well because there is some styling that I would like to edit as well. So I'm going to keep this open. The very first thing that I want to do is I want to grab some space in here. As you can see, I cannot select a section without opening the navigator. So I want to have a little bit of margin at the top. Oh, that's way too much. Let's put it at pixels. 25, that's fine. And instead of publishing, I'm gonna save the draft because I don't want to publish anything yet. All right, so what can we do here? We have a lot of information. So yeah, let's see what we can do here. We have the title, single title. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna copy over the styling that we have on our shop, and let's see the title. What did we have? Montserrat 22,500. So that's what I'm gonna put in here as well. Montserrat 22,500. All right, that is cool. And the color, we're gonna also copy this over. Did we also save this as a global color? Yes, we did. It's called blue. So let's see what happens if we give it this blue color. Does it look nice? I don't think it looks that nice, so I'm gonna keep it at a black color, and I'm gonna scale it up a little bit. Like, let's do 31, and let's put it at 600. All right. Next up, we have the reviews. Here you can see if we want to add the reviews. Well, we don't have any customer reviews, so it's an empty rating, and we want to hide empty ratings. So it's not going to show whenever we don't have anything. Customer review, that's fine. Let's do some styling. Well, let's make the stars blue because we're going to work with a blue and black color. And this is going to be black as well. 0 customer reviews. And then we're going to put this at Montserrat. Oh, Montserrat There we go. And that looks fine for me. All right, let's move on to the single meta description. Now this is the SKU and the categories. Well, I don't need this SKU here. People don't really need to see this on my page, so I'm going to remove this. But what I can do is I can do the categories grid. We don't want to do that. Let's see let's just discover for a second here what the widgets are that we have. So we have single attribute, single content, add to cart button, single excerpt, single meta, single price. You can see we can play around with everything. Reviews, form, sharing, title, upsells, stuff like that. So let's start with the excerpt. No, let's start with the single meta and see what we will receive. And as you can see, we still get everything that we have from previous. So that's the single meta. Let's see what else we have. We also have the excerpt, and the excerpt is probably, yeah, it's just the description. So let's remove some stuff. So we don't want to add to carts. We don't want this. We don't want this. This is just an image. I don't want this as well. So what do we want to have? We have a price, which we are gonna style just a little bit, also to the Montserrat font. Montserrat font. There we go. And the color is gonna go black. Yeah, that is way better. All right. Let's see what else we have. Single content. Let's see what the single content does. It's basically just your description. So I'm gonna put a heading here saying heading saying description. So product description, maybe not even product, just our description is fine. No, you know what? We're gonna say in short. In short. Let's make this black as well. And let's do Montserrat as well. Make it a bit smaller. 18 pixels is fine. And then we're gonna add a spacer here because there is a way too little space. So now we have Patient Ninja, stars, price, in short. And then we want to have a add to cart as well, right? We want to see what else we have. So we have a single add to cart button right here that we are going to add. All right, so now a display type inline, and we have block. We're gonna go for inline because we want these buttons to be next to each other. The width, that's literally the button that you can adjust the width in. So I'm gonna put it at, you know, let's do 150. 150. Typography, we're gonna go for Montserrat. Obviously, weight, let's put it a bit down, and the size is fine for me. Now the color and the background color, this is the text color, as you can see, so we're going to keep this at white, but the background color is going to be this blue, and we don't want to have any border radius because we want to have a square button. So what's going to happen if we hover over it? Then I want the text color to be blue and the background color to be transparent. So now we only have text, but I also want to have a border around the button. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say border type solid, and we're going to make a border color of the same blue with a width of 1 pixel. So now if you hover over it, you can see that there is a border to it, which is exactly what we want. Disabled, we're not going to mess around with this because this is fine as we have it right now. So let's take a look at the quantity. That's how much we want to have it. The width, that's also, see, literally the width of the box. We're not gonna do this. What we're gonna do is change the font to Montserrat as well. It's a minor change, but you know, it's fine. Now the color, this is also the color of the input we give. So if we give it a blue color, you can see it looks like this. Background color, we're gonna keep it as it is, and the border type, now it's none, but you see we still have a border. So if you put solid 0, you can see that it changes. We do want to have a border with a 0 border radius, but I don't quite like this color. I want to have like a really light gray color. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select a black color, and then I'm gonna make it a really light transparent. As you can see, now we have like a grayish kind of color, which is totally fine. We can also add up the padding so it matches a little bit of our box. Let's see. Yeah, this is fine for now. You know, it looks great. Looks great to me. We do have the quantity upper and downer arrow, which is also fine. We want to keep it here. Variations, we don't have any variations, so we're not going to touch this. So let's see what else we have. Single images, single price. What happens if we drag in the single price? We literally just get a price, and this is also the single price, so we're not going to touch that. What we can do is, let me see. Yeah, here we have, yeah, we're gonna go here in a second. So this for me looks fine right now. Let me see. Yeah, this is perfectly fine. Okay, so let's move down to the second section. I do want to give it a little bit of spacing here because it doesn't look really nice. So we are gonna go ahead and grab the spacer and put it on top of this box with 50 pixels offset, which is perfectly fine. So now we have it like this. All right, that's perfect. So we have the description and we have the reviews, right? But let's see, there are a couple of options. You can disable or enable the reviews in this product. I'll show you in a second how you can do this. For me personally, I am gonna keep the reviews here, so that means I'm also want to style it for a little bit as well. So I don't really like how the title and everything is being done here. So you can see here you can mess around with the tabs, and display type is block or inline, so I'm gonna keep it at inline, obviously. Background color, we're gonna keep it as a white color, which is for the entire tabs, and this is fine for now. So let's go to tabs as well, and let's change this to the, oh, this is the, not what we want. Let's change the background color to the light blue. If you click on the tabs and you click on active, that's the one that we're currently on, and I want to have this light blue color as well. With, let me see, this looks fine to me. The only thing that I want to do is change the typography to Montserrat, and that looks way better already. So let's see what happens if we hover over it. Then we also want this blue color, as you can see, but then maybe a little bit more grayish, something like this perhaps. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so let's move on to the panel, which is everything that is in here. So the text color, we're gonna make it black. The font, we're gonna make it Montserrat. So let's see, Montserrat, there we go. That is actually fine for now. The heading as well, Montserrat. Hello, Montserrat. And you can see we can play around here. I'm gonna keep it at 22 is fine, and the weight 600. And then the text here is gonna be, let's put this at 16. There we go, that's perfect. All right, and now we have the border color. As you can see, you can also make none, so we don't have any borders. I do want to have a border color, solid, and let's see what happens if we make it this blue as well. Ooh, that looks super ugly, so we're not going to do that. I'm just going to revert the changes to what it was. Now, the border is extremely black, and I don't want this border to be extremely black. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it at black again, but we're going to make it a little bit lighter. So it looks like this, which is perfect for me. And we do want to have a slight border radius of 10 pixels perhaps, making it a bit rounded. That is completely fine. All right, so coming down to the related products, basically we can do a really, we can do a large amount of cool stuff with these. So the related products are basically the products that have the same category or that have the same terms, right? That are just the same products. What you can also do is you can say, instead of related products, you can also make something else. For example, let's see, here you have single title, single excerpt. We can also make a products grid ourselves, just drag it in there. And let's copy over the styling and see if it helps anything. No, it does not. But what we can do is on this products grid, we can set up our own terms, right? So we can say query by all. No, we want to have the term or the category of this. So we're going to remove query by all. I'm going to say category, and it includes the category of hoodies because we only want to see our hoodies. So instead of the related products right here, I'm going to remove this and I'm going to add in a title. This is the single title. Does it have a dynamic tag? No, we need to set up a custom heading. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy over this one. And I'm going to paste it in. Where did it go? It went down here. So drag it into the middle, and then we're going to say you might like products you might like. Products you might like. All right. Let's make this a little bit bigger, right? Let's put it at maybe 32. 32 is completely fine, and let's put in a space right here because there is not a lot of white space, so we're gonna drag it in. There we go. Products you might like. That is amazing. Now you see that we have a products number set to 4. If we remove it, we're gonna have 2 more products because this is the total amount of products with the category hoodies that we have. We don't want it to display like this. What we do want to have is a carousel that you can swipe to the left and to the right, as you see on many different shops. So we're going to click on enable carousel, and we're going to say horizontal, and this is completely fine. So let's do something about this styling. The preset, we're going to switch it up to 4, I believe is a nice one. 4 is not the nice one. Let's see. Crocoblocks comes up with a lot of different presets that you can choose from. This is not the one I want. Yeah, let's just look at preset 2. That is completely fine. So let's do some more styling over here. We want to have some things hidden. For example, we want to hide our category. So we're gonna scroll down where it says categories, and we can hide it. Tags, we want to hide it as well. And then we have the short description. Length is 10. Let's put this at 5 and see what happens. You know, it gets a little bit shorter. So you know, we're just gonna disable the short description. We only want the title and the price, really, because if people click on it, they are gonna see all of this as well. So let's go to styling, and let's do the title. Let's set this to Montserrat as well, and let's make it 18 pixels, and I am gonna make the color of this blue as well. And then the pricing, we want to change the typography to Montserrat as well. Montserrat, there we go, and make the color black instead of gray. And then we have the button, which is the add to cart button. We want to change this a little bit as well. I'm gonna put Montserrat as our font, Montserrat. So what I want to achieve here is that we have a white button with the blue text if we hover over it, right? So we're gonna hover over here, and then we say background type is going to be of a white color. There we go. While the text color is going to be the blue one. There we go. Now the weight is going to be 400. That's perfect. And the border radius should be 0, so we have a square on. Now if we hover over it, we want to switch it around. So then the background is going to be dark blue and the text is going to be completely white. as you can see, like this. And this looks cool and amazing to my eye. Let's see if we can change around the carousel as well. So carousel navigation. As you can see, we have the indent, but we do not have the possibility to make it larger or smaller. So what I'm gonna do, oh, font size, look, there we go. So I'm gonna put it at, let's say 30 pixels, which is, no, let's put it at 25 perhaps. Yeah, that's better. And it makes the color of blue, so now we have blue as well. And now we have the left indent, which is gonna be, let's put this at -20. And then we have to put the right indent at -20 as well. And now it is perfect. And the only thing we can see is that there is a sail right here, which is red. So how we can change this is we go to badges and we say the background type is of color blue. And now we have a blue sail. All right, that is really great. So now what we do is we need to apply this to our web shop, right? So we're gonna click on publish. Let's wait for this to publish. Yeah, it's done. So now if we exit and we go to our website and we click on a product, it's still not being applied, or it shouldn't be applied. So let's click on shop. And let's click on a product. Let's pick the hoodie again. And you can see it's still not applied. Everything is still a bit ugly and out of place. So how do we make sure that this is being fixed? Well, it's really easy. All you have to do is go to your project dashboard or your WordPress dashboard. You go over to WooCommerce and then you click on settings, not status, settings. In settings, you go to JetWooBuilder. Right, and then you search for the single product page, and here you click on enable custom single product page and you select the single product template that we just made. So you scroll all the way down. As you can see, there is a lot of things that we can customize, which we are also going to do, but in other tutorials. So you click on save changes. Your settings have been saved. So now if we go to our shop and we click on a page, or on a product, I mean, it's gonna display our new page. There we go, Patient Ninja, with the description and this description with the reviews and the products you might like. As you can see, everything is in place. So now there is one question that we might have. What's the difference between this and between this? Well, I can show you. If you go to a specific product, so let's go to products. Now let's click on the very hoodie that we were editing, which is the Patient Ninja hoodie. You can see this is your entire description, while you also have a short description. And the one that you see on top is the short description, which is this one. And the bottom one next to the reviews is this one, the large description. Now, how do you disable or enable reviews on any product? All you have to do is click on Advanced and disable the Enable Reviews checkbox. And you click on Update. And if we go to this specific product, then you can see we cannot enable reviews, or we cannot write reviews for ourselves. So that's it. The only thing you need to keep in mind is now I set this to categories, hoodies. You do need to change this around if you want to have other categories here. So with that being said, that's everything we're going to cover in this episode. It's not as long as the other episodes, but you know, it's an important one. So you can play around, mess around with the settings. It's really easy, really straightforward. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you learned something as well. And in the next video, we will go over to the cart and the checkout page. So hopefully I'll see you in that video. And yeah, have a nice day, and I'll talk to you guys later. So bye-bye.